People don't understand my antics. So the reason why I talk about certain things the way that I do, because I'm acting appropriately for what it is. Sorry if I don't say it with a smile. I'm sorry if I use curse words. I'm sorry if the truth offends you. It makes it no less the truth. And it doesn't make me a liar because you don't like it.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real life street stars. You know what time it is. All right, Real Life Street Stars, man. We back with another one. Jaganator, she's back for one more go. And hey, and as you can see, the realjag.com is what we promoting right now. Cash App is still the same, Jag's Bread too. But realjag.com is where everything's about to go, and we'll touch on that more. How are your spirits, man? You smiling?
I'm happy.
There you go. So what I would say,
something going on in the other room I've never had happen in my life. I have Angelo Minerci and a man that I love that he likes.
There you go.
Like, Ange,
start with that.
That's not an easy thing.
Man, let's go, man. Let's go.
But I'm happy because I think we're going to be making linguine and clams over Tokyo Tony's house later.
We're gonna touch on that in a second.
Yeah.
Before we get to it, Jag, we got
the real Goomba.
No, for real.
Wait till they get a load of that.
Wait till they get a load of that. So, Jag, normally, something happens in the news and we have to jump right on. And again, we're so happy to be able to have your opinion and your thoughts on it because, you've been, I don't want to use the word whistleblowing, but you've just been speaking your truth for a long time. And the world wasn't caught on yet, but now they're catching on. To where we have a situation to where a man by the name of Jonathan Oddi, who is technically what is considered not even a sex worker, but a sex slave to Diddy, where a video gets generated. He's working with the feds, and a video gets generated where he had a conversation with the federal government in 2019, explaining what was going on.
Did he? Pray tell, where was he being held?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. He was arrested for, I believe, drug charges.
I'm
don't
sure.
know where he's being held. But,
gang rapings tend to induce anxiety.
That's facts. That is facts.
Yeah. You might want to get high, trying to forget everything that just happened to you.
So let's peel it back like layers. Let's peel it back like layers, Jag. Jonathan Oddi, which I believe he looks Caucasian. He might be mixed.
He's definitely from overseas. Honestly, the way he talked, he sounded Far Eastern European, maybe Romanian, most likely.
Ooh,
I don't know, it's a tinge of Kiev in there.
Ooh, Eastern promises. Okay, so he says that he was technically involved with over 15 encounters.
Yeah.
Cassie and Diddy.
I'm sure.
Were you surprised with that number?
God, encounters? Why would I be surprised? How many times and ways? See, the hardest thing in this moment is not being repulsed by repeating what I already said. And I don't want to gloat and be like, I told you. I don't want to do that. Because there are still people that are probably being enslaved right now as we speak. In tunnels they haven't found. On private islands, they're not surveying with satellites. There's this book that I read for the second time while I was in jail last year in Bossier. It was called Women Hold Up Half the Sky. And it was telling all of the stories from overseas of all of the women who have been trafficked. There was one woman that literally had to get pregnant by one of her customers so that he would have an excuse to kidnap her and marry her and then stand his ground, shotgun in hand. This is my woman. You can't have her back. With the cops sitting there on the street. Like that's happening every day in the world. Americans are soft. We take for granted the liberties we have because there are so many countries where girls go to school and wake up in a brothel and can't nobody do nothing about it. Worse yet, won't nobody do nothing about it. Y'all need to pick up that book, Women Hold Up Half the Sky. See, we talk about trafficking like it's this, foreign thing. It's not. It's very common. It's so common it's been happening in some of y'all faces for 50 years and you didn't even bother to recognize it was happening. I don't get it. Don't be appalled. Be outraged.
That's real.
People don't understand my antics. So the reason why I talk about certain things the way that I do, because I'm acting appropriately for what it is. Sorry if I don't say it with a smile. I'm sorry if I use curse words. I'm sorry if the truth offends you. It makes it no less the truth. And it doesn't make me a liar because you don't like it.
Real quick, let's break down this in layers because a thing that he said was happening, and what's more damning than the freak off that he was doing with Diddy was he's saying as he was forced to, Diddy would tell him positions to get Cassie in and handle all that. And he was, of course, pleasuring himself in a corner, but he was also conducting business on the phone. Like he felt comfortable to conduct business in front of a stranger penetrating his girlfriend. And the things that the guy said he heard about business is like some things that Diddy probably wouldn't want to just be out
there. Ain't nobody figured out Diddy a black or no.
Yeah, what makes him comfortable, you feel, to just be like, let me talk business?
Because he's a fed. He ain't going to jail, or at least that's what he believed. Well, he believed till I started praying for it. What did I tell y'all? He's going to indictment.
I feel like.
Did I not say that?
You said it.
Why don't nobody want to believe me? Everything I say seems to come true. I might not be a traditional whistleblower. I might not be a whistleblower at all. But what I am is a dog whistleblower. You might not be able to hear what I'm giving you now, but I promise you, when it comes around to the right frequency, it's going to scream. Ain't that what it's doing now?
It's screaming. So, you knowing the nature of a beast of a man like that, as far as a man who doesn't mind.
The devil incarnate. You ain't never noticed Diddy and devil got the same letters? The same amount?
Never noticed.
D-I-D-D-Y. D-E-V-I-L. The devil. He's the devil. And if he ain't the devil, he is the damn short shepherd for him. He wants to be just like him. Proud of what you done? Proud of what you raised, Joyce? Stellar guy. I guess he took that season and slapped your mama to a whole nother level. Gave you a little flavor camp, huh? I'm just tired of the weirdos, really. I'm tired. And I'm tired of people pretending that the weirdos ain't weirdos. Let's get Diddy indicted and let's get Jay-Z up next.
Do you believe?
I promise you, whatever trafficking the diddler is being looked at for, Sean Carter aided and abetted or was directly involved.
They say that Diddy had tapes of the UMG president. I forget his name at the moment, but
I'm sure he got tapes on everybody.
does that, you feel like that makes him move in the level of protection? Like, I'm not going to get indicted because I'm protected by the powers that be.
No, he ain't protected. He has to make up his mind real fast what he gonna do. He's got 3 options. 2 of them are realistic. One of them is a hope and a dream. See no face, no case. Why ain't nobody listening to me? No face, no case.
There you go.
The right doctor, the right boating accident.
So right now, Jack, we're about to be in June. If the feds do pick this up, how long do you think it'll take them? A couple of months, couple of weeks?
9 months before trial is set. Preliminary's gonna get pushed back for about 3 months after that. Then if he's still alive or if he hasn't had a little accident, become somebody new, we look in late 2025. Yeah.
And for those,
it would be real great if we could get Jay-Z indicted by Christmas. That'd be fabulous. Maybe for his birthday in honor of Pimp C.
For the witnesses that may come forward, do you believe they'll be protected in their,
they are
have
protected.
money that can bring them?
They are protected because I pray for them every day. The ones I know and the ones I don't know, and the ones that I know are being made victims as we speak. It's about to get real tense. And there's a lot of girls and boys who are still trapped inside the machine, working, paying their flesh debts. There's still a lot of them, and they know things that people ain't going to be comfortable with them knowing. What people really need to be worried about is getting all of the witnesses to come forward before they disappear.
Jack, can you talk to the witnesses right now? Can you tell them what you would like to say to them right now?
Call me if you need help. Call me.
Say if they're in a position where they can't call, what do they need to be doing?
Pray without ceasing and know that God is real. Even if you pray for a razor to slit his throat the next time he lays down on you.
That's real. Now, Jack, speaking of slap your mama.
Just the seasoning, lots of flavor.
Yeah, no, Biggie's mama just came out and said, if Diddy was in front of me right now, I would slap the daylights out of him. Please quote me on that.
Yeah.
Just her, she doesn't speak about this often, but just knowing what she's probably been through and seen, where
he lied
Diddy,
to her
right?
So much. And I'm sure somewhere in her heart she always suspected. A mother knows. I know her pain. I lost a child at 25. I'm sure there was a space in her that always thought. But Faith was so adamant about how that could never be. And there were other people. That could never be. What she said, she's been waiting to say 25 years. Because I know in her heart she knows that's a good Jamaican woman. God-fearing. She's been waiting to say that 25 years, and good for her.
Yeah,
and I promise you, Miss Wallace, with everything on both of our sons, that nigga's going to trial.
There you go. Jack, they said that with Biggie, his friends and his confidants are coming forward saying that Biggie was wanting to leave
there where he died.
Wow.
Just the other.
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting. See, they got this big old monstrosity. It looks like some kind of Masonic temple sitting there on the corner where he passed away. And it looks, like the gaudy monstrosity that it is, except for one thing. We started filming it. When the lights on the building come on at night, it's pure blood red. It's not like some kind of emergency building where it needs to be the only red building in the neighborhood to save lives and shit. That's LA is a graveyard, bro.
There were times where people have said, Puffy, that Biggie will die before he give him 100% of his publishing rights. And
absolutely.
A lot of people left Puffy because of that. And they say
kept
Biggie,
their word. Each of them kept their word. He was willing to die for it. Gotta be careful the shit you say out your mouth. Sometimes it comes true. He said he was ready. Puffy just held him to it.
Now, the guy Jonathan Oddi, he said to the feds, he spoke on the Boule.
Yeah.
As part of the Illuminati that Diddy was a part of. And
Illuminati.
The Shluminati.
Yep.
So the Boule.
That the party. The dark party. Where human beings
are these things about to come to light?
They're starting to, but I'm sure, like I said, people need to encourage all the witnesses to come forward before they start to disappear. This shit has been going on for hundreds of years. Hundreds. Right under society's very nose. Skull and bones. Bro. This ain't not new. It's just new to them. Why is it so old to me? Me and China was talking about that. I was just telling her how proud I was of her for making it out of Calabasas alive with God in her heart. And I wanted to remind her how remarkable she is. Not even Lamar Odom got away from the Kardashians, and Angie did.
Oh, Jack, stay right there because we're going to touch on that chance meeting, but I do have to ask you. Dame Dash came forward in regards to speaking on the Diddy situation, and he used the words that he was disappointed, and he said if it was his daughter, that Puff will be dead. He said Puff is dead if that was his daughter, and that video came out.
Oh yeah, he ain't lying.
The fact that Jay-Z hasn't said nothing, or of course he's probably not going to say nothing, but Dame feels that way.
I don't know why. He should know all the time they spent together. I'm really disgusted at the fact that just 6 months ago, this big lip bastard was courting to have his birthday turned into a national holiday. For what? What, he Columbus and he stumbled into a place and destroyed all indigenous people and called it something different? Like, what did he do so great? What? He don't do shit for Moxie. He don't do shit for nobody. Fuck you deserve a national holiday for.
Jack, we're getting closer to having D Haven sit on the couch. I'm curious, let's say if you weren't there, what would you want to have D Haven ask? Like, what question would you?
I have no questions for D Haven. I only have one thing to tell him. Something he should know. That's all.
Okay. All right, so
But if there were a question, what was it about him that got you so? I know what it was about him for me. But I would really like to know, what had you so convinced that he was really your friend? Your family took care of him. He admired you so much, he assumed your whole identity.
that's a good question. What was it about him so much?
What was it about him that did it for you? Because I know what did it for me.
What was it for you, Jack?
We took very careful care of the words we use with one another. Unspoken confidence. But I admired the way I looked in his eyes. When I sang, he would light up like a Christmas tree and go into a trance. He couldn't even help it on Unplugged. The baskets, the car, the clothes, special dinners with the private chef, poetry, art. I think the reason why he collected women the way he did was so he could be a different him with everyone, you know? But the one thing every woman that's ever been with him has in common is they know how violent he can be. And they've experienced it, whether it was him or whether he sent Tata. You know, for the days he didn't want to dirty his clothes. If I'm lying, Sean, sue me. I ain't got nothing else to hide. Do you?